Hi team, Trainer Kelly here. We're going to do a circuit today. This is fairly low impact, but still a lot of good strength and some high intensity as far as your heart rate goes, intervals here, with our only prop being a chair. You can use any chair as long as it has a back on it that hits about your waist or a little lower and has something you can hold on to on the back of it. So let's start this workout with just a warm-up. We're going to warm up with some squats here for 40 seconds. Just let your butt just tap the top of that seat. You're not actually sitting in the seat, just letting your butt use that chair as a little guide. Keep your chest up. You want your chest and your hips to be lowering at the same rate. All right, check that out. That's the first part of our warm-up. Now we're going to go to some thoracic spine rotations. So you're going to bend over, make your back flat, tuck in your abs, and you're going to keep your hips square while you reach, and then reach. That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we're going to continue our warm-up with 40 seconds of toe taps on the chair. Now these are not going to be jumping toe taps, just kind of a march here, tapping your toes on that chair seat. We're about 20 seconds into this 40-second block. Three, 2, 1. All right. Hopefully you feel kind of warmed up. If you feel like you're still a little stiff, especially if you're doing this first thing in the morning, go back to the beginning and do that warm-up one more time. Now we're going to go ahead and go into our first block of exercises. We're going to have 4 different movements. We'll go through each of them 3 times. Go through the 4, then go through them again, and then one more time. And each time we're going to take 40 seconds per movement, 40 seconds per side on the unilateral movements. All right, first movement we're going to do, get my timer set here, is a single leg squat. You can do this lifting your leg up and then sitting down into the chair, or you can have a little kickstand and sit down primarily using that back leg. All right, first 40 seconds, get that leg set and go. And as you're doing these, if you start to feel like you're a little too hard, just slow it down. Spend a little more time. Keep your breathing even. You'll see I'm putting my arms out in front of me, kind of a counterbalance. About 5 more seconds on this leg. We'll have a 20-second break. All right, check that out. Have about a 20-second break here. We'll get ready with the other leg. When you're doing this, you want to look at the very most protruding part of your knee, and it should be lined up with your pinky toe. All right, 40 seconds. Starts right here. So if you find that your knee wants to cave in on these, go to this staggered stance and really focus on where that knee is trailing. Is it going in towards your arch? If it is, you need to push that weight into that hip, into your heel, and into the side of your foot. Really engage that glute medius, that outside, that abductor. All right, that was 40 seconds on that leg. Our next movement is going to be a chair push-up, or you can do a floor push-up. So it will look like this, or you can come here onto your knees. Do that push-up. In 3, 2, and 40 seconds right here. So you can be here. I'm going to put your elbows behind you. You can also, if the chair, some chairs may have sharper edges than others, you can take this down to the floor and get your push-ups here or here, wherever you can find. We're working on getting our chest worked here in the front part of our shoulders, that interior side of your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and 20-second break. Our next movement is, I call it a constant tension step up. So you're going to plant a leg here, putting weight into your heel. Then you're going to step up and down with very little rotation out of this planted hip. Let's go ahead and start. 40 seconds. Keep your core engaged. Just a little tap with that lifting foot. Pushing into your heel. Knee is still, that protruding part of your knee, still pointing toward your pinky toe. Three, 2, 1. Shake it out. How are we feeling? Feeling good? These will get your heart rate up. That's good. This is what we want. Building some endurance, building some strength. All right, other leg is planted up there. Push that weight back into your hip. Push through your heel. Making a tripod with your foot, but not allowing that knee to cave in. You'll notice there's a little rotation here, but I'm trying to keep my thigh as close to parallel to the floor as I reasonably can. It's about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, last movement of this rotation is a chair dip. Now these, you're going to put your elbows behind you. The further out your feet are, the harder this movement is. And you're just going to lower your body using your triceps and your shoulders. Let's go ahead and start. 40 seconds here. And if that bent leg is a little easy for you, go ahead and take those feet away from the chair. Get a little more resistance. You can also do one leg at a time, kind of in between resistance there. About 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going back to those single leg squats. our second round of this first circuit. And here we go. This time I'm starting on my left side. Sitting down in that seat, deliberately putting my weight down into that seat. Remember, you can do that offset stance if you need to. Still, most of the work is coming from your back leg. All right, let's shake that out in our next 40 seconds. Coming up here shortly. Had my camera stop working, so we had a little cut there. All right, and next leg here, sitting back and pushing through your heel and into your hip there. Feeling your quad work with your glute. Chest stays up, lowering your hips and your chest at the same rate. In 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Time for some push-ups. I know that you can do these with your legs up or your knees down. Just make sure your core is engaged and you're lowering your chest between your hands here. And let's go. Try not to look under your body here. That's going to put pressure into your traps, which we don't want. We want to use chest and that front side of your shoulders here with these push-ups. Know that you can do these on the floor, or you can do them up on your toes. Many options here for working your chest. About 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, constant tension step ups. I'm going to start with my left side. Point in my knee is lining up with my pinky toe. Weight is pushed back into my hip. I'm going to push into my heel, making a tripod with my foot, and lift. It's not about a push off with your other foot. It's about a drive through this quad and glute here. You're going to feel some hamstring as you're pushing into your heel. But I expect your glute and your quad to feel the most tired. About 10 more seconds on this side. Three, 2, 1. Shake that out. Doing good, team. Let's get another foot up there. Planted, hips go back. Constant tension on this planted leg. And we'll start lifting the other in 3, 2, and here we go. Keep that chest up. Hinging at your waist. Try not to roll your back here. And we keep that neutral spine. And your children entering my house. And we have about 8 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Triceps dips. Here we go. Triceps are going to push back here. Try not to shrug your shoulders. You will feel your shoulders some here. They're rotating in this movement. And here we go, up and down. You can have this offset stance. You can have both feet under you. You can have yourself in this kind of reverse plank. And we have about 10 more seconds here. You want to make it a little harder. 3, 2, 1. Nice job, team. I'm going to make sure the camera's still rolling. Yes, it is. All right. Back to single leg squats. Starting on my non-dominant side here. Help it get stronger and smarter. And sitting down into that seat. Really setting myself into the seat. Controlling the entire motion. So I'm not falling into the seat. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Next leg coming up here. About 15 seconds. Be sure to drink if you need to. Got my little drink over here. All right. Next leg. 40 seconds. Deliberately pushing your hips back, chest stays up. You can use your arms, hands as that counter balance. Pushing the most protruding part of your knee toward your pinky toe. About 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, last set here on our chest press. Now remember, you can do these here, or here, or here. Whatever works best for you. And here we go. Make sure your chest is lowering between your hands. You're not looking under you, looking kind of out in front just a little bit. Keeping that neutral spine. Keeping the work happening in the front of your body for these, not up in your traps. You want to plank from your knees all the way up. Or if you're up on your toes, still keeping that plank. And I believe we're there. Nice work. Shake that out. Last round. All right, constant tension step ups. Hips are back. Push through that heel and up. You're going to feel this quad engage each time you step up, but you'll also feel your glute and a little bit of hamstring, but primarily feeling glute and quad. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. And let's get our next side here in about 15 seconds. You're doing great. Almost through this third round of our first circuit. All right, 3, 2, Push into your heel. Primary mover is your planted leg, not your lifting leg here. The one that's planted on the chair. Keeping your hips back, core engaged. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Now we're to our chair dips. Last round here for this circuit. Remember, you can do these with your legs out. That's kind of a reverse plank, or you can have your knees bent. And we're going to go ahead and start. 40 seconds right here, elbows going back. Make sure your triceps are doing the majority of the work here. You're not just pushing up and down with your feet. You want to make sure that you're really feeling those triceps. If this is a little too easy, come to that single leg or have both legs out. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we are ready for our second circuit. That first circuit, we did 3 rounds, those 4 movements. They were primarily using push muscles. This next circuit will be using pull muscles, so the antagonists of the muscles we used in that first set. All right, our first one that we'll be doing is going to be a Bulgarian or split squat or rear elevated foot split squat. I'm going to put a pillow up there because I don't have shoes on. And to do these, you're going to put a foot back. Back of your foot is up on that pillow or up on that seat. You're going to push into your heel here. Minimal drive into that knee. Now your alternative way to do this is just to be in a split squat. It looks like a lunge, but you're coming down and up. Not driving forward. Really dropping straight down like your body's going down in the tube here. All right, first 40 seconds, get yourself set. And here we go. Once again, you want to minimize any pronation in your knee, really pushing into your heel, keeping your body upright so you're not coming with a hinge there. Really trying to drop into that hip. 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Get ready to do the other side. Back leg goes up. Other leg comes out. Square up your hips. And get ready for that drop. Nice job. Know that you can do that split squat with this back leg on the floor if you're more comfortable with that. We have about 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake that out. Doing great. Our next pull will be upper body. We're going to do a bent over row. Hinge at your hips, push your butt back, brace your core, grab a seat of that chair, have a neutral spine, and row, pulling that chair up to your chest. Elbows push behind, they really pull, but you're going behind the plane of your body. Shoulder blades are squeezing your spine. About 10 more seconds. And that is time. Good work. All right, we're gonna lie with our backs on the floor. I'm gonna put that pillow back up in the seat. Backs of my heels, so right here, not the soles of your feet, backs of your heels, pushing down into the chair and finding that nice high glute bridge. It's easier for you to have your hands down, you can. If you want it a little bit hard, a little more stability, you can have your arms up. Pushing down through that place where your Achilles meets that plantar fascia, right on the back of your heels. And then finding that glute squeeze at the top. We have about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All right. And our upper body pull exercise. This next is an upright row. This chair was a little bit high for me, so I'm going to come up onto my toes to do these. If you have a step you can stand on, if your chair is also a little high, you really want your grip to be, your arms to be fully lengthened. You're going to row, keep that core engaged. I don't want any tipping there. You're really bracing your core, bringing those shoulders or those elbows up above your shoulders. And that is time. Nice work. Let's get ready for those split squats once again. You can have that rear foot elevated, or you can do that split squat. I'm going to do the modification this time so you can really get a good look at it. You're dropping down and coming up, keeping this knee from driving forward very much at all. And we are about 15 seconds into this 40-second interval. This is interval training. It's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's just not, you're not running or walking or biking. You can do intervals in any form of motion. 3, 2, 1, shake that out. You will find your heart rate gets up though, especially with these lower body movements. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set this split squat, pushing into this heel and dropping like I'm going down into a tube, pushing through, feel this hamstring, push and pull. Feel my back sock starting to slip off my foot. It's okay. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Whew, nice job. All right, back to that bent over row. I'm going to show you a modification here. If this tends to bother your lower back at all, you can do an offset stance here with your row. I'll show you what that looks like. And here we go. Keeping your shoulders low in their cradles. The pulling shoulder blades. Bent over rows for 40 seconds. You can do an offset stance here. Really pulling your shoulder blades together at the top. the offset stance will take that pressure out of your back. Or at least should help. Three, two, one. All right, let's go down for those hamstring bridges. Hamstring glute bridges. Backs of your heels up here. You're going to push into the back of your heels as hard as you can, lifting and then getting that glute squeeze at the top. 40 seconds has started. Halfway through these, really make them count here, pushing down through the back of your heels. Three, two, one. Nice job. Now let's get some upright rows. Turn your chair around. If you need a little block to stand on, you can go to your toes, brace your core, and lift. Elbows coming above your shoulders. Bracing that core, no hinge here. About 10 seconds left on these. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, last round here, team. You got this. We're going to move back to those rear foot elevated split squats. Get that foot up there. Square up your hips and drop into your heel. Halfway through. Make sure you're really keeping that knee from pronating. You don't want it to roll in. Three, two, one. Shake it out. Got our next leg to do. Go ahead and get yourself set up here. And our 40 seconds has begun. Keeping that front foot from driving forward, just dropping straight down like your body's going down into a tube. Pushing into this heel. Ten more seconds on this side. And then we'll move on to that upper body movement. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. And we're going to get ready for those bent over rows. Remember, you can do the offset stance if you want to take pressure out of your lower back. Hinge at your waist. Have a flat back, neutral spine. You're going to grab that chair, row it up. Pulling your shoulder blades together. You can get creative here if you find that your chair isn't as comfortable in one plane, you could turn it and get it from another angle. Really, whatever works for you. All right, next we have our hamstring bridges. Let's get that pillow put back up there if you're needing that extra padding. And we're going to push through the back of our heels and bridge up. And 40 seconds has begun. Really pushing hard, engaging those hamstrings up until you need to just get that final glute squeeze at the top. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, let's get upright rows. Find that position. If you need to go up into a step, you can. Up on your toes is good too. You're going to pull elbows above your shoulders, bracing your core. And we have a 40-second movement that has begun here. Kid came in. All right, we have about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. You're all done. You can get ready for some cool down. Make sure we're still filming. We are doing good. All right, for our cool down, we're going to cool down the same way we warmed up. Just partially. Get a few seconds here of toe taps. Just letting your heart rate back down. You went through this without breaks. You had a very good high intensity interval weight training session. Yes, you can do weight training using body weight, using simple props like a chair. If this is a little too much, you can just do little steps right out in front as you're letting your heart rate normalize here. All right, go ahead and hinge at your waist, feeling that stretch through your hamstrings. You're going to plant your hands on this chair. We're going to do this thoracic spine reach rotation. Keep your hips square, reaching up. And we're going to hold that for 10. Three, 2, 1, and switch hands. Reach high. Keep your hips square. Open up that. Bring your shoulders to face the other way, opening. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's reach up above your head. Lean to one side and the other. We're going to use the chair now to get a little bit of our lower body stretched out. Let's get a quad stretch. You can just use that chair to help stabilize and balance. Go ahead and take that same ankle, cross it over the other knee. Sit back, really getting your glute stretch. They did some work today. If you did all those movements correctly, this should feel really good right now. All right, now let's get our other quads stretched. Grab the back of that ankle, stand up tall, opening up your hip flexors. Cross that ankle over the other knee. Sit back, get that stretch into your glute. People call this a piriformis stretch, which it is. You're also getting a lot of other muscles in your butt. Basically, just getting a lot of those muscles stretched out. You have your sciatica that runs through there. Having all of this good and mobile will benefit you, make you feel better as you sit, as you stand. Nice work today. If you have any other areas you want to stretch out, please do it. Take your time, really get yourself cooled down and stretched, and I look forward to seeing you all soon again at Home Athletic Club.